Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel because I haven't posted on here a lot. I thought, especially because I want to be more consistent on here, we've been doing some work on our house. We also have been doing a lot in the garden, so I wanted to start posting videos on here and show you guys what I'm doing. But we're gonna start off with a garden tour for today, and then you'll come along with me on all the projects. Okay, so we're gonna start over here in the back garden. Over here we have some chives that I'm waiting to come up. These are garlic chives. We have some spring onions. Oh look, so over here I bought some red onions from the shop. So after I'd cut it up, I just thought let me put it in the garden to see if it makes onions, and it looks like there's quite a few coming up here, also quite a few coming up here, so that'll be interesting. These seedlings over here are kohlrabi. I like starting some of my seedlings in like trays like this before I transport them into the garden, but we'll go inside and I'll show you guys what's in there. This is a seed mix. Look at this. Isn't this pretty? This is a seed mix. Was it Oriental Greens? I'll show you guys the seed packet, or I'll put a picture up in the corner. And then over here we have some purple sprouting cabbage. Not cabbage, broccoli. Purple sprouting broccoli. Over there and over there. And then this baby over here is a... What is that? A kale. Yeah. And then these are spinach plants. Hi, how are you? These are spinach plants. This is actually the first time that I've been successful with the germination of spinach. I think it's because I'm growing it in winter, so hopefully like we can actually get to a point where we can harvest these. Okay, so in these, like all of these pots up here, they used to have strawberries in them, but I don't think sun-wise that the strawberries were happy. So I've been testing out some calendula, but honestly I think I just want to remove them, but that is still to be decided. Here we have the start of our granadilla vine, and it's been growing quite nicely. It took a while for it to adjust or to like acclimatize. Also there's like a fruit over there. I don't know when it's supposed to ripen, so you know. And then we have some garlic over here. This is my first time growing garlic. It is thriving. I can't remember when I last looked at it, but I don't remember these things being this tall, so that's awesome. And then we have some curly leaf parsley over there, which is a very strong plant, might I add, because there's been many times when I've forgotten that I seeded there, but like look at it, it's flourishing. Here we have some onions, and this is a baby cabbage. This is a green cabbage, like normal size one. A few more onions. I don't know what this is, but it's a brassica, so we'll see. I suspect it's a kohlrabi. And then here I suspect this is a broccoli. I think it is. And then in this little box over here, we used to have raspberries planted here, but we took those out. And I have some kohlrabi in here just to use the seedlings, because there's nowhere else in the ground that I wanted to plant them. Over here we have some Savoy cabbage. They're actually quite big cabbages. I'm so excited to see what they look like, but they're probably going to take a while to grow, so we're probably only going to harvest these like towards the end of spring. That's what I'm assuming. And then into the veggie garden, it's not a big space. We have a lemon tree over here. We tried to move it, but it's like we planted it really deep down. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna ever leave. This little patch over here, I put some turnip seeds, I put some colorful carrot seeds, and also some Parisian carrot seeds. But because the sun doesn't get here, I don't think we will see any joy from that. And then all over here we just have a lot of the different seedlings that I started up here but in the ground. So a lot of Asian greens. I think that is a, what do they call it, Chinese cabbage. Another Chinese cabbage, some lettuces that I got from builders, some bright light spinach that I started from seed. I almost thought this was a beetroot, but then that's a beetroot. So this is definitely Swiss chard. Some more lettuce. I think this is like a bok choy. Some scarlet kale. How gorgeous is that color? So pretty. And this is also another, it was like a blue kale, a blue curly kale. Some lettuces from seed. Some more Asian greens. A lot of Asian greens, just because I am getting ready to make kimchi. Okay, like I'm obsessed with Korean food, so that's definitely what I'm gonna do. And then we have some brassicas, probably cauliflower. This is a baby cabbage, baby red cabbage, baby red cabbage, Chinese cabbage, probably a cabbage or cauliflower, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know if I should take you guys over to the other area, but I can show you where we like to keep all of our non-in-ground stuff, just so that it has some sun but it's still out of the way. Here we have a lime and a nachi tree. Then here we have, they all like moved over to the side just because I want to clean and everything. And I think I'll probably do like a video of that, like cleaning up the yard and the courtyard and everything. But here we have some strawberries. Look, there's one like there's one coming from under the ground. Which we have some strawberries there, so I'm excited. I finally figured out that with my berry plants, I need to be putting like an acidic additive to them. So after doing that, they've been doing so well. I'll show you some more berries that I have. This is a Haas avocado from seed, so I'm excited to see what that looks like. It's such a fighter because look here, you see there the main stalk like died off, and then this side shoot came out. Can you see it? There we go. The side shoot came out and it's thriving. It is so happy. I never thought I'd see the day, but I'm glad to see it because I'm trying to have my own avocado variety. So we'll see how that goes. So this is a grapefruit tree. We have a mango. This is a Tommy Atkins mango. Here we have a guava, quite tall, a very fast grower. And there's also like a little fruit over there. So we'll see how that turns out. Another Haas avocado. I actually planted this when I thought that one was gonna die, but then it didn't. So that's great. Here we have a lychee tree, which I'm so happy about. Like, this tree has surprised me. I'm so proud of it. Like, I just didn't think it would be happy here, but it really is. We have some rosemary bushes, which I think I want to like transport it into like a bigger combined home. Here we have some avos again, not Haas. I can't remember what the variety was. It starts with an F. This is a clementine orange. This tree over here is a kumquat. We've actually had some trouble with this one this year, but it's bounced back, so I'm really happy about that. Here we have a black raspberry, one of the ones which bounced back when I finally put in some um, acid additives for acid loving plants. This is a pear tree, quite tall. Let's see, a rosemary pear tree, but it is not self-pollinating, so we need to find its husband essentially. And then here we have a plum tree, and this tall one here is also a plum tree. These two were grown from grafts, and it's absolutely amazing how well they've done. I think we actually need to put them in the ground because they are such fast growers, and like I'm actually worried about when it's springtime, because we put like these were, imagine a stick not even this long, that long, turning into this within a year and a half. Are you crazy? Like, it's ridiculous. And then over here we have a nectarine tree. There's like some activity going on here in the plant, so that's probably gonna start putting out some flowers soon. And then we have a pear tree. This is a early Boncritian, and it's self-pollinating, so that's awesome. So at least we'll have one pear that could possibly give us fruit this year, but we definitely do need to, what's the word, find a husband for her. Or find a wife, you know. I don't know how to gender trees. And then over here we have a thornless blackberry. So this was also planted in the ground, but I did learn that, you know, the blackberries and raspberries are actually like weed type plants, so putting them in the ground means you'll never get rid of them. So I've just transported them to this pot, and then I'll find like a bigger, more stable home for it. But for now, since it's so small, we're probably not going to get any fruits from it, to be honest. And then I have one more tree to show you guys. Okay, so I just came to look over at the potatoes. It is winter, so I don't think potatoes are supposed to be growing right now, but it like during autumn it just came out of nowhere. We let it grow, but now I think because overnight temperatures are now really getting close to zero. Last night it was 2 degrees, but it felt like -2. That's what the app said. So I think that's why this is going on. And we do have like 2 onions in there. Okay, so we walk into the front garden now. Closer to the front door we have a fiddle leaf fig. I mean, it's a bit worse for wear, I won't even lie. I know it's an indoor plant, at least in South Africa, but I'm just over having plants indoors, like, especially because pest control hasn't been our priority. So I'm like, you know, chilling on those ones for a bit. Here's another one. I think this is like a rubber tree. Both of these, rubber, something to that effect. Yeah, it's finally like growing. This thing was stunted. That little piece where the new leaves come out, it was stunted for the longest time, but it looks like it's getting back. Let's come up here a bit. So here we have an orange tree. I repotted this last week. Yeah, because it's quite a scrawny little tree, but it's very tall. So I wanted it to be in a big pot so it could at least like thicken up over this next year, over this next season. Over here we have I think it's a Mexican cherry tree. I don't know if you can see the nodes in there, but it is happy. It looks like it's about to start growing. There we go. And I know cherry trees are like the same kind of trees as other stone fruits where they need like chill hours, and we definitely we within the chill hours of the year. This is a pomegranate tree. This one we got last year. I was actually quite surprised that it grew so much because we did have a bit of trouble with it last year, but it looks like it's established. This has also been repotted. This cherry tree was also repotted or uppotted. um Here we have our maples. So I have one maple here, I have one maple over there, and then at the bottom over here we have radicchio. And I thought it would be interesting just to, have like that red lettuce coming up, and then like I think by that time the red leaves on the maple will be also coming up, so that's exciting. Oh wow, look at this. Isn't that, oh man, sometimes I wish I lived in Japan just so that I could have a yard full of maples. So now we're going over to the Cabbage Patch. I think that's the running name we have for it. So during the summer, springtime, we put all of our vining crops over here. This whole area here used to be thick with plants. The previous owners, they just let it go wild. I think it was like, it was helpful in terms of like not allowing like other animals from the neighbors coming through. Um, and then I think also, just as a natural fence. So here we have, these are Romanesco cauliflowers. And then these are normal cauliflowers. Wow, they're so big. I don't know when last I actually looked at these, but they're so big. They're growing so much. And so we have them dotted all around here. And from my research, planting cauliflower, cabbage, basically all brassicas, planting them with onions is a good idea. So that's what we did. I had a few onions that I seeded, so I transplanted them all here, and now this is where they're gonna like grow big. And this area is awesome because it's afternoon now. It gets full morning sun and then afternoon shade. I think after probably like 2 p.m. it's a wrap and it's in shade, but there's still some light coming through. Like, look, they're so happy. This piece of soil was actually, I don't think you could call it like arable, but we did put a thick layer of compost over all of this, and so that has done wonders. Yes, Lante, I'm coming now. Okay. What do you want? Something? Okay, bye bye. That was my son. um yeah, the compost is doing wonders. Like, look at this one. So we started a lot of seedlings here um earlier, but then, yes, Baba, I'm outside. I'm outside. We started a lot of seedlings here, but a lot of them like didn't do well because the land was just so, oh, it's like barren, you know. And so this is one of the remnants of the seedlings that we had, and now that we've put compost in here, it's like bouncing back. So that'll be interesting to see if any more seedlings bounce back. Like even this one bounce back. And then these ones, this one, these are more, I think we refilled the whole area again with more seedlings last week, and then that's when we put the compost down. So yeah, they're so happy now, which is great. This area of the garden is like our, I don't know, succulent garden, or basically the aloe garden. I do want to take all of this out though, and first, and like put down landscape fabric, replant everything, and then essentially mulch with like white rocks. But there are some stuff here that need to come out, and also I need to do like a big harvesting of the aloe and like processing it. So like this one here, how beautiful is that aloe plant? It's like so perfect. It's so perfect. So oh my word, like look here, it just has branches on branches and branches. And like all of these aloe plants that you're seeing here, except for the ones which flower, all of these came from one singular plant that I got from builders like probably 6 or 7 years ago. Landle, yes, Baba. Hmm. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming to you now. Okay. So yeah, so that's what we want to do. I want to get rid of this because it's so spiny and thorny, and I don't like it. Like just walking past it, you can get poked. And then I want to in this area where it covers, I want to put like dragon fruit, just to keep in theme with the whole, succulent vibe. And then over here we have Brussels sprouts, and some hedges. But I want to get rid of the hedges. I think these are boxwood hedges, but they are very much overgrown. I think for the past year and a half we've been trying to level them out, but personally I don't think I resonate with that calling anymore. So I want to take them out and then just like revitalize this area, um and get more crops in here. um if you can see over there, I tried to like take out this boxwood, the smallest one. It was a fail. Like I think it's very rooted in. Also the soil, I think if you can look at the soil and see how nutrient devoid it is, like that's what that area there by the cabbage patch would used to look like. So I think regular compost is gonna do our whole area, like all the mini gardens that we have, really well. So this is the, oh well, how cool would it be if like a baby cabbage like formed in there. But these are Long Island Brussels sprouts, and the Brussels are sprouting. I don't know if they're gonna be purple. The one on this plant, they look green, as you can see over there. But these two are the biggest ones. Not a lot of damage from like, the usual suspects when it comes to brassicas, because I've been testing out a systemic insecticide and it has been working excellently. Yeah. But this is what I wanted to show you guys. This is our calamondin tree. This came with the house when we first got it. I want to take it out, but not to kill it, like to put it in a big pot as like a centerpiece in our driveway. But we need to figure out how to do that, because as you can see, it is quite established. Also, there's like a lot of there's just, yeah, the yard needs to be cleaned. Okay, so we'll do a video on that. But I just wanted to do this tour, and show you guys like what's happening. So yeah, that's the garden. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please can you give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know which plants you're interested in seeing more regular updates on. There's a lot of new plants here that I'm growing for the first time. Brassicas especially are like really difficult for me because like the aphids, it's a unexpected problem that I didn't expect. So yeah, hopefully I can get some good brassicas this winter going into spring. But yeah, I'll see you guys at the next video. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.